Welcome to Business Reporter's Digital Transformation Campaign. I'm Johnny Fernandez. What is artificial intelligence? In recent years, AI has become one of the most popular topics. Some headlines praise its capabilities, others warn against the dangers of an intelligent machine. What is the truth? And what can AI do for your business? In this series of interviews with the experts of Ingram Micro, we explore opportunities. I'm talking to Paul Bay, Chief Executive Officer of Ingram Micro. Who is Ingram Micro? What do you do? And why don't more people and companies know about the brand and the company?
We're a $48 billion technology company that we're excited to say we sit right in the middle of a multi-trillion dollar technology sales channel. Our customers, people ask, who are your customers? They're the CIOs, the chief technical officers, the chief digital officers. For those businesses that don't have these technology skill sets or competencies on staff. Stated another way, they're helping manage those end businesses, all things technology.
You were named CEO after a long history inside Ingram Micro, giving you a very unique lens and an in-depth experience. How has your leadership lens changed the second time around? And is there anything you're doing differently or focusing on more intently?
Definitely some things within my lens has changed, but some things are relevant no matter the size of the company you're CEO of. So first, set the strategy, work the strategy, but execution and consistency is ultimately key. Make sure that strategy is clear and simple, and don't overcomplicate it. Teams need to be able to live and breathe it every day. And don't lose sight on performing while you transform. So keep an eye on investing in the future, and it's got to be clear what those outcomes will be as you set your sights on the right strategy, staying firm on that strategy, and ultimately work in that process. If you have too many initiatives and they're playing against each other at one time, you got to make sure that the focus is key. And the last thing I would say is put the customer in the middle of everything you do. If you develop your leaders, you hire right, and when you have the right team, things that sometimes seem really impossible start to become possible. And that way you can be unstoppable.
Keeping with the focus on employees throughout this journey, the company has been very vocal about digital transformation's impact on the human side of the equation, noting that digital transformation done right doesn't happen to your team, but with your team. Can you elaborate on that for us?
Absolutely. So working with your team, you got to believe, and I believe that the people are the biggest asset, and it's the currency. What we have is our relationships throughout this entire industry and within our countries. Together with our technology and our great people, we can show up and help customers spend less time on tedious, and I call them administrative tasks, and more time on large, more important opportunities. I like to call this moving from transacting with our customers to really interacting and having a completely different dialogue. Our people serve as a critical resource for our customers. We help fill gaps that they can't service on their own. And our customers view us ultimately as an extension of their teams and their business. So we serve as a trusted advisor on the business front. And we are often co-selling or working with our customers as we work for them to give them things like credit line for better cash flow. We're the experts in advising the right mix of technology and solutions. And we can even help provide, at the end of the day, data and insights and provide them new business opportunities as they move forward.
Much of the reasoning behind the company's digitally transforming has been pinned on the experience for everyone, and you call it moving from transactions to interaction. How are you blending technology and talent to deliver a better, more customized experience?
Well, our sales channels tend to be really transactional. A traditional distributor serves as an extension of the manufacturer, so our vendors' business, and really to help service the small to medium-sized businesses that they can't reach. This is due to lack of scale and the reach that I mentioned. However, business happens between people. Customers buy from people. And our Xvantage platform takes away the complexity that currently exists among all of those millions of transactions that we do as an industry together with our vendors and our customers. And this really helps them and allows them to work better together. There's 45 years of legacy that exists between our more than 1,500 vendor partners. So we've been in business for 45 years, and we have more than 160,000 customers globally. So imagine everyone has their own systems, tools, databases. As an example, in the US alone, we take 2.4 million phone calls, emails, just to check the status of technology orders. Our Xvantage platform is built on a proprietary platform and technology, and we filed dozens of patents of how we can be able to provide and remove friction and complexity between the transaction and actually enabling a very business to consumer. We call it a B2C like experience, really given personalized interaction. But ultimately, data is key. We're using AI and machine learning models, which tie together the data with our unique technology engines to ultimately produce personalization that's really an industry first. How do we go from personalization and not standardization? So being able to provide that at a very personal level.
So, what advice would you share forward with other leaders tasked with digitally transforming their own companies?
Well, first of all, a digital transformation is not about the technology you choose or use. It's about the experience you want to create for your businesses, your employees, your customers, all of those partners that you get to work with. You need to change your business model so that it can better enable this experience. The business model needs to be enhanced with the technology that you choose and use. It's important that you also put the customer in the middle of everything you do. Show them how you can grow together, unlock these experiences, and what the technology can provide. Finally, you need an entire change in mind shift. This starts with the CEO, and you have to ensure your entire team and group understands the vision, but more importantly, can articulate this to the companies that they're working with every day. Again, it's if they can't embrace it, it makes it even more complex and challenging. A digital transformation, you got to make sure they understand what this means ultimately to their customer. And at the end of the day, you have to be adding value to your customer.
So, Ingram Micro has to be one of the biggest digital transformation case studies in play today. What was the decision making process behind starting this journey and the transformation in one of IT's industry's most important ecosystem players?
We've been successful for 45 years. We didn't have to change, but ultimately we saw a game-changing opportunity in our industry. We knew that we could make this business much more intuitive, and we knew we know enough about our customers and their businesses that we could provide the data that we've had for years to help provide an experience platform that addresses their pain points.
The company is a B2B brand working to bring a B2C experience to your team, your customers, and your vendor partners via your digital experience platform, Xvantage. Once fully deployed, what's the advantage to Xvantage for your team, your customers, and the thousands of IT vendors you serve?
The advantage for our customers, for our vendors, and ultimately Ingram Micro is growth and the opportunity to provide end customers and businesses with a new level of value that they've never experienced before. So if you look back a year ago when we first started taking this journey with Xvantage, it seemed like it was cool. It was a vision of what could be better, providing a business to consumer experience in a very fragmented and complex business environment. Now it's real. We have many use cases on how our customers are saving hours, even days, for some of these complex transactions. We're ultimately freeing up valuable time for our customers to spend time solution selling and planning with their end users. It's about being proactive versus being reactive. And our next goal is to ultimately give our customers the data and the insights to grow their business and real-time recommendations to help them expand the technology and services that they're offering, their support, and ultimately the large businesses and the outcomes that they're solving for.
So, the ripple effect of digitally transforming a $48 billion global tech distribution partner will undeniably be felt throughout the industry. So, talk about how Ingram Micro's Xvantage will help level up how the industry works.
Again, bringing a business to consumer, a B2C experience in a hardcore business to business industry, it's game changing. It's important to note as we move forward, on average, we deploy 6 different products in a single solution. That can be 6 different vendors. It can be 6 different authorizations, many different technical requirements. What we sell and what our customers ultimately need to support to make it work at that end business is becoming very complex. We need to focus on the business outcome. Ultimately, what are we trying to solve for? A business outcome can come in many different forms. For example, is the solution Is it delivered on premise? Is it in the cloud? Is it hybrid? There's just so many different ways to focus on that business outcome. And due to this complexity, our customers' expectations of us as a partner is even more important and relevant than it ever has been in my 30 years in this industry. We're also going to use artificial intelligence, so AI, to help accelerate and simplify the amount of different products and the services and all these different subscription environments that we have, and help with that expertise to bring all that together to work together. Our role is to intuitively pull all that system together, the products, the services, the outcome together, and do it in a very collaborative way. So every person, every business can realize the value of working in a new way. We're going to be a platform company using our data and using our insights to help our customers be the best business partner to the millions of businesses they serve each and every day.